The new Nvidia GeForce RTX 5070 will be announced soon. According to recent rumors, however, it seems this mid-range gaming GPU might have the same problems as the previous model, such as not enough VRAM and limited memory bandwidth. If the latest leak is true, the new RTX 5070 will be announced in January 2025. It will likely be revealed alongside the high-end RTX 5090 and RTX 5080, with Nvidia planning to introduce all three cards at the CES trade show. The latest rumors about the Nvidia GeForce RTX 5070 suggest it will have up to 6,400 CUDA cores and 50 RT cores, but only 12 gigabytes of GDDR7 VRAM. This latest specs leak from the tech site WCCF Tech claims that the RTX 5070 will use a different chip than the 5080 and 5090. The new Blackwell GPU in the RTX 5070 is reportedly called the GB205. If this chip is fully enabled, it is rumored to have 50 streaming multiprocessors (SMs), which would mean 6,400 CUDA cores and 50 RT cores. The RTX 5070 would have more CUDA cores than the RTX 4070, which has 5,888 CUDA cores and 46 SMs with its AD104 chip. However, it has fewer CUDA cores than the RTX 4070 Ti, which has 7,680 CUDA cores and 60 SMs, also using the AD104 chip. Comparing GPUs from different architectures is tricky because performance per core varies between generations. It's also unclear if all of the GB205 chips SMs will be enabled on the RTX 5070, assuming it uses that chip. The main concern is the memory setup of the RTX 5070, which is now rumored to have a 192-bit memory interface and 12 gigabytes of VRAM. This was barely enough for the RTX 4070 when it launched, and some gamers complain about it. It will be difficult for Nvidia to justify only 12 gigabytes for this card in 2025, especially if it has the same $600 launch price as the RTX 4070. Many were hoping that the RTX 5070 would have 16 gigabytes of VRAM, with 12 gigabytes for lower models like the RTX 5060 Ti. The 192-bit memory interface of the RTX 5070 is a limitation, but adding more cache to the GPU could help reduce cache misses, making it less likely for the GPU to need to fetch data from the VRAM. However, a 192-bit interface is tight for a mid-range graphics card in 2025. On the positive side, it's rumored to use GDDR7 VRAM, which should run at higher clock speeds than the GDDR6X VRAM found in the RTX 4070. For example, if the VRAM operates at 28 gigabytes per second, we could see memory bandwidth of 672 gigabytes per second. WCCF Tech also reports that the new RTX 5070 will have a total board power of 250 watts, which is 50 watts higher than the RTX 4070. The site states that the card will include a 16-pin 12VH power cable, but it's unclear if other manufacturers will equip their RTX 5070 cards with the standard 8-pin PCIe power sockets, as some did with the RTX 4070. The RTX 5070 is expected to be released in January 2025, according to rumors and speculation. As Nvidia hasn't officially announced a date, the latest leaks suggest that Nvidia plans to unveil the RTX 5070 at the CES trade show in January 2025, alongside the RTX 5080 and 5090. The RTX 5070 price is expected to be $600 based on the current price of the RTX 4070 Super as well as the original price of the RTX 4070. However, there will likely be strong competition in this price range, so Nvidia might decide to price the GPU more competitively. The new AMD RDNA 4 GPU lineup is rumored to target the mid-range market, offering performance similar to the Radeon RX 7900 XT, which could pose a threat to the RTX 5070 if it's priced too high.